Alright, welcome back to AI Collectibles. What I have for you today is a review of the Exquisite Mini Robocop and Ed 209 Battle Damaged figure. This was an SDCC exclusive. I got it through Big Bad's Toy Store. And we'll just take a quick look at the product box. Has some really nice pictures of the figures on there. You got the Hiya Toys, the MGM. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to get this guy opened up, have him and the accessories laid out in front of you, and I'll be right back. Alright, so here we got Robocop and Ed 209 outside of the package. So let's take a look at Robo here close first. Alright. So here he is, looking pretty sweet. Keep in mind these are both the battle damage versions, so he's not going to look clean. There's no swappable head sculpt. So here's his gun. Alright. Look at, he's got a lot of sweet little details and like wash there. And also it's got some sculpted damage as well, which is really nice. All across, and even then he's got some like burn marks there. Now, I'm pretty impressed with the size of this guy considering he's 3 3 3 3/4, 4 inches tall. That's pretty impressive. Like, this is your typical Marvel legend. Like, it doesn't even fit. Right? So, and they're just a little over half that size. So, I mean, it's pretty impressive. It's single jointed elbows. What I do like though is like this little pin, right, for like the ankle hydraulic works, which is really cool that they added that feature. You don't get the side here that opens up for Robocop's gun, but do you need it? I don't know. I don't think so. And he's got some nice up and down, right? So you can kind of, like I am here, you can kind of get it to pull out a little bit so it looks like he's, you know, doing like a classic stance in the movie. Drop it, creep. So, I mean, for the scale, I'm really freaking impressed with the paint apps on this guy. Like there's something special, right? And then he comes with a little display stand as well. I mean, keep in mind, the store is for a 6-inch figure, so yeah, he looks a little tiny next to it. So then we got the display stand, right? And it's got a little foot peg there. And what the display stands come with are these little pegs, so that if you have more than one, you can peg them together and display them, you know, in multiple sections, either side. Because on all four sides, they have those little connectors, right? Which is a nice little feature. And then Robo comes with a trigger hand, which he has his gun on. Comes with another open palm. And then comes with his, I guess his data stick, or the fuck you, his middle finger that pops up, right? So it's pretty sweet. It has some nice paint detail there on the pointy side and also on the knuckles. And then this guy, man, I'm blown away. Like, I had the Hot Toys version of this when it was first released, like not the original release, the second one that came out. So, I mean, to have one in this size and this scale, so to have one in this size and scale is pretty impressive. He looks really good. It is the battle damage version, so he comes with this arm that's all shot up, which is pretty sweet. It's got some nice added details in there. It's pretty impressive, right? Keep knocking shit down. Sorry about that. Right? And then he's got, goes out, and it's not a ratchet, but it looks like it's a ratchet. This is like a gear. And then goes up and down, and it also has like the missile here, which I believe pops up. Does it pop up? Come on. I don't know if it does. So I might have to mess with that later. For some reason, I don't think it pops up. And I don't want to break it, so maybe I'll try and fuck with that later on. But he's got the wires here, right, in the back, which is a nice little feature that connect. And then if you look on his top, his canopy, I guess, he's got some more wires, and these are like glued on, so I wouldn't pull at them too much, but yeah, they had some nice wire effects there, and same in the back of this arm. And these are bendy wires as well, right? And then, you know, his shoulder flaps move up and down, so you can mess with the shoulders so they don't get in the way. So you can articulate them that way, right? And then what I really dig is these. Like, it's almost like a ratchet. You can adjust him accordingly, right? He's walking, so he can get quite tall based on those. And then he's just got a basic twist joint there. He turns back and forth, can look up and down based on, you know, the leg joints, right? How they articulate. And then the toe, the front toe there articulates as well, and the whole foot moves. But it doesn't look like there's any side-to-side movement. But all of the toes look like they move. So they do too, which is pretty sweet. They all articulate. So that's pretty neat. Like when he's trying to walk on the stairs, and he can't, and then he falls down. If you've seen the movie. Spoiler warning, this came out in the 80s, so... I just rewatched the 4K version of it, and man, they did a lot to make that look great. So there you go. That's what the back looks like. You know, and it's just got like a lot of nice painted like little details and stuff, right? And then here as well, like those are wires too. So that's pretty awesome. And then, you know, he also has a pretty sweet feature, which initially when I unboxed him I didn't find it. So I don't know if it's loud enough for you to pick up on it, but that's pretty cool. Oh, where'd it go? So it's this little button on the side here. So it makes sounds like he's walking. Yeah, you have 20 seconds to comply, and then he shoots the shit out of him in the boardroom. So he just seems to have the three sounds. The sound of his turret machine gun going off, and then of him walking. Maybe I'll do some stop motion with that later. And then the 20 seconds to comply. So, yeah. And then you can pose him up. He's got nice little peg holes there to fit in the peg. So, I got out of like 4-inch scale figures, but I know like Joy Toy and now Hiya Toys is really doing some special stuff in his fits. Anything based, you know, if anything that they're putting out is anywhere close to this, then you can expect some pretty decent quality, some high-end paint apps. Like, I'm really impressed with what I'm getting here in this scale. They're great. They're awesome. So if you have a chance to pick this set up, if you missed out on them individually, I got the SDCC set, which is starting to show up. So yeah, I would definitely dive in, especially if you're into this scale of figures. They're pretty impressive for what you get for the price. So again, if you like what I do, watch, subscribe, hit those notification bells so that you get notified when I put out new videos. And that's all I got for you today. I'm out of here.